Hello students, good morning to everyone. I am the math teacher Kiran. Welcome you all back to another session of maths online classes. Students, today we will do question answer. Today we will solve the question answer of exercise number 7.1. So we will discuss about how to solve question of linear equation. So before proceeding, use your headphone for the better listening and experiencing. And take out the textbook, get ready for the class. So students, in front of you, question number 1 is given of the exercise number 7.1. Question is given, complete the following table. It is in front of you, it is a table that is in first column equation, second column value, and third column satisfied y, yes, and no. Okay. In previous video students, we have seen how and when the equation satisfied or not. We have checked. So on the same way we will do. See, x minus 5 is equal to 0. It means that you have to prove x minus 5 is equal to 0. This equation satisfied or not. But instead of x, which value has given? 0. So this 0 we will put here, and after that we will see whether it is existing or not, satisfying or not. So 0 minus 5 is equal to 0, 0 minus 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. Do you think that minus 5 and 0 both are equal? No. It means what we will say? No. This equation is not satisfying. This equation is not satisfying. So on the same way, second question we will see 16x plus 16 is equal to 0. 16x plus 16 is equal to 0. Where x is equal to minus 1. So students see 16x plus 16 is equal to 0. 16x at the place of x, what will be the put the value? Minus 1. 16 into minus 1, 16 plus 16 is equal to 0. 16 into minus 1, 16 plus 16 is equal to 0. I should say both values are same and both are in opposite sign. It means both will be eliminated. Because 0 is equal to 0. It means we can say this equation is satisfying. So now we will write here y. Okay students, y means yes. Simply students, question number 2 has given, check whether the value given in the brackets is the solution of the corresponding equation or not. It means equation has given, and that we have to check the value is satisfying this equation or not. So as it is x plus 13, value of x is equal to minus 7. At the place of x we will put minus 7. Minus 7 plus 13 is equal to 6. Minus 7 plus 13 is equal to 6 is equal to 6. I think it is satisfying. This equation is satisfying. Okay students? See, write equation for the following statement. Students, what the questions are coming in front of us, that is very important. It is very most important, you can say. It is the main part of your linear equation of this chapter. And students, one more thing, this chapter will not leave you in any class. Not 7, not 8, neither 9, 10, 11, 12. It will never leave you alone. In every classes you will learn about linear equation, and as we will promote in the higher classes, senior classes, that linear equation will become complicated. Difficulties will be increased. So, what the questions are in front of us, we will learn it with full of conscious. Okay, full of concentration. See, the sum of 9 times 8. Students, what is sum of? Write equation for the following statements. To make equation of the statements in linear equation is very important. And on the same way, height and distance in trigonometry. When you will be in the higher classes, class 9 or 10, then you will study about trigonometry. One chapters will be added in trigonometry. In trigonometry, you will read about the height and distance. Okay. There also such types of questions will be given. It means a statement will be given and that you have to make an equation. So it's very important in linear equation into variables at least. So sum of 9 times. what you have to do? Sum. With which sum? To find the sum, it means two, at least two numbers may be there, should be there. Then sum of, with whom? 9 times 8. 9 times 8 means 9 is multiplied by 8. Resultant 9 into 8. 9 into 8. Can you write 9 8? Yes, we can write 9 8. So 9 8 and 6. 9 8. One term is there and second term is here. 6. 9 and 6. What we have to find? Sum. So between both we will put 6. Is 24. It means equal to 24. It is your equation. In such a way that you will make an equation for the following statements. It means if you are not getting actual what the question is saying, read it again and again. Break it. Don't read at the same time complete sentence. No. Break it word by word. And after try to understand. Definitely you will come to know what is the question, what it is saying. So students, question for next. If 12 is taken away means, I think if you have seen my last video, previous video, definitely you will come to know taken away. I have discussed over there. What is taken away? Taken away means that what the thing I have given you that already I took back. That is taken away. If 12 is taken away from 5 times by, from you know very well in subtraction it comes first 5 times by. 5 times by means 5 by what is taken away? 12. 5 minus 12. You get 40 is equal to 40. It's very simple, students. Only need concentration. As you are attentive, definitely it will be solved very easily. Okay. See, in an isosceles triangle, you know isosceles triangle. Have you studied in class 5, class 6? In isosceles triangle, which all sides are different, or one sides are parallel or equal. Just find out the answer of isosceles triangle. Okay. See, in an isosceles triangle, the base angle are equal. Base angle are equal. Each of the base angle is double the vertex angle and double the vertex angle. What will be the equation? First of all, we know there are 3 base in triangle, 3 vertex in triangle. Base angle is equal and vertex angle is double. So we will write first base angle x. If base angle x, then 2 will be the vertex angle, then 2x plus 2x. What is the sum? 180 degree. So it will be your equation. X is the base angle and 2x is the vertex angle. Why? Because already it is mentioned double the vertex angle. Double the vertex angle. So what is the double? That is vertex angle, and what is the single? That is the base angle. So students, I hope that you have understood how to make an equation of the given statements. See, the sum of 2 consecutive odd numbers. Consecutive, it means continue. Consecutive means continue. Okay. And sum of 2 consecutive odd numbers. Now this contains demand to you consecutive odd number. How will you come to know which consecutive odd number? There are too many numbers are there. Infinitive numbers are there. From which number you will get? It's not clear. So if numerical value is not given in such conditions, what you will get? What you will take? You will take variables, not constant value. Okay, students. See, the sum of 2 consecutive odd numbers. If supposed to be, suppose x is odd number. X is odd number. Then x plus 1 will be even number, because 1 even 1 odd, 1 even 1 odd. This is the quantity. If supposed to 1 is odd, then 2 will be even. 3 is odd, 4 will be even. 5 is odd, 6 will be even. In that way. So if already written over there, suppose x is odd number. What will be the next term which will be odd? What will be the next term? X plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4. In that way it will be continuous. So what are the terms given? X is odd number, then x plus 1 will be even number, x plus 2 will be odd number. So what will be the next number? X plus 2. X plus 2. What will be the next number? X plus 2. So see, read the question. The sum of two consecutive odd numbers. One odd number is x and second odd number is x plus 2. What we have to find? Sum. So x plus 2 is equal to 44. This will be your answer. But now what we will do the next question, students? This is just reverse of question number 30. Now the question is given and that you have to make sentence. That you have to make a statement. Okay, and that a statement is not fixed. You can make any statement. Okay, this but value can be same, but a statement may be differ. A statement may be differ. A statement can be write in different ways, but value will be given what the question has given. So students, 3p divided by p plus 5. What we are saying? 3p divided by p plus 5 is equal to 16. Can you write it first this way? Three times p, 3p मतलब 3 times p divided by p plus 5 मतलब it means the sum of p and 5 is equal to 16. It means gives 16. So students, I expect from everyone that your people have understood and what the questions left of the exercise number 7.1. It's my humble request. It's your turn to solve all the questions, and after solving all the questions, kindly send it back to me on WhatsApp that for the correction. Okay, students, till that, stay home, stay safe, take care of yourself. Bye bye. Thank you.